So this is the first day of my weekend in Munich after my KPI trip. I'm here at Neustenstein Castle, I think it is, on the German-Austrian border. And if you look behind me, there's a beautiful lake that kind of looks like Camp Crystal Lake from the Friday the 13th franchise. So I'm just hoping I don't run into Jason walking through this pleasant wood. Yeah, I mean, I can't believe how many tourists are here, and it's not even tourist season yet, and I'm like, wow. So I'm going through the woods, peaceful, sonic, and as you can see, you get some brilliant views. I mean, that is just absolutely amazing. It really is. I mean, it would have been good to go into the castle, but there was a 4-hour wait just to get in. So I thought, I'll hit the road, or hit the track, so to speak. The only downside is Converse. Yeah, not exactly the best shoe of choice for this kind of environment, but never mind. So yeah, I'll end this vlog now, and yeah, see you soon. So I just had a really cool experience where I followed the hiking trail and actually ended up practically in Austria. So that was really good. The downside is it's going to take me about an hour or so to get back, and the weather forecast said that it's going to rain in about 45 minutes. So yeah, let's see if I get very wet on this leg back. But it's been absolutely brilliant. It was so worth it. I mean, going through this. So yeah, so the third entry in this vlog series might be me being very, very wet. Let's see. Okay, so I made it back and the heavens didn't open, so I decided to come up and see the other castle, which is right behind me here. So as you can see, it's really impressive. This was one that you had to wait 3 hours to get into, so given the time now, I would still have to wait for over half an hour to get into this castle, but it is really nice. So as you can see, it's got some really good architecture. So car park's back down there, so just has some water, rehydrated, and we're gonna get going and head back. So it's been a really good day, and so yeah, it's like I said, a beautiful castle. So okay, so let's get back down, and we're going to take an alternate route back through the woods instead of on the road. So let's see how that goes. And already done over 15,000 steps today, so let's see if we can hit 20,000 before we get back. Okay, let's go. Okay, so this is day 2, actually in Munich today. So we're at Nymphenburg Castle, which is this castle that you can see here behind me. So surrounded by this nice lake with all these little swans and things. Just hope they don't start chasing me, because I don't want that to happen. So yeah, had a very interesting issue trying to find free parking around here, but we've actually managed to do that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and have a nosy inside, and like I said, our next vlog, something if there's anything cool to see. Okay, so let's crack on and see what there is to see. Yeah. So not long since I did my last entry for this, but I mean, you can see the magnificent building behind me, and then if we pan around here, we've actually got this massive park behind me, which is absolutely beautiful. What with all these statues, the garden. Just a shame we've got some moles. So yeah, where's the badger from The Animals of Farthing Wood when you need it? Probably showing my age there with that pop culture reference. But yeah, I mean, despite the fact in the videos from day 1 that thought it was going to rain, it actually hasn't since then. So I've actually had some beautiful weather. me actually trying to get an umbrella to actually think, oh, what am I going to do today? And it's like massive, and I'm actually getting a bit of a tan. So yeah, so I don't know what the people at work are going to say when I get back. So see this nice little lake pond thing there that we're going to look at. But yeah, so it looks like it's going to be quite a walk. So going to get some more steps in today. So yeah, so sorted that out. So like I said, I mean, what a sight. Okay, so I'm going to crack on walking and see you soon. So I've just been into this building here behind me, and it's like a little manor house thing. There's like apparently several of them scattered all over the park. So I'm going to try and make it a challenge of today to try and go and see inside all of them. It's about €4.50 to get in. So it's kind of like a English Trust National Heritage thing back in the UK. So essentially the upper floors were like you could go and have a look in them, but you couldn't actually step into the rooms because they're alarmed. But yeah, so imagine what it would be like to have that as your house. That's your house overlooking this view here, which is the lake. I mean, it's really good. It's like so. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack on, and apparently there's one over there somewhere. So see if my scout map reading skills come back into things. So I'm going to like start walking and see if I can find the other three, and then we'll maybe go inside the main palace. I didn't want to take a video inside because photography and video is limited, because you don't want to damage the artifacts, and the light level was quite low in there as well. So let's get walking and see if we can find the next one. Yeah. So what I'll try and do is when I do the editing, I'll see if my editing skills are good enough, if I can insert some of the pictures that I've taken into it as well. So do a pause over and do stuff like that. So yeah, see you soon. Okay, so there's the second one, I think. So if I go around, it's going to be quite a bit of a detour for me to go around that way. So I'm going to head in that direction now, and apparently there's this little village with a pump house and everything there, which has control over lakes and everything. So that's my next objective. I want to see if I can find that. And yeah, I mean, so far this place is absolutely beautiful. You can probably spend all day walking around here, but I also want to go to some of the museums in the centre of Munich later on. So that's going to be my objective for later on in the day. Okay, probably middle afternoon, early evening kind of thing. So yeah, but again, it's hard to drag yourself away, and you have to imagine that this is all in the centre of Munich, one of the big cities in Germany. And again, with stuff like that, how can you pull yourself away from it? I mean, yeah, probably sound like a broken record, but yeah. So yeah, let's crack on to the village. So we've just been in this building here, which, judging by the lines at the front of it, kind of look like the New York Public Library from Back to the Future. But inside it's actually got these amazing paintings on the ceiling, and there's a whole room dedicated to like Chinese mythology for Chinese building things, and it's absolutely amazing. There wasn't much text in saying about what it actually was, or why it was designed the way it is, but it is a really fascinating place to go in. Although it looks like there's an upstairs to it, there actually isn't. There's more like a basement, like a big pit type thing in there, which is quite interesting. And again, the basement must have had some significance in the building because of these shutters here. I mean, I'm just hypothesizing here. I'm not a historian or anything like that, but yeah, it makes me think about when I played video games like Drake and Uncharted and Tomb Raider and things like that, how it always wanted me to do a degree in history or something like that. Not for any particular reason, just because I find it interesting and fascinating. So yeah, we're getting a bit of cloud cover now, but the weather forecast is supposed to hold, so I'm going to crack on down here and let's see what we're going to see. I found another one of these houses, which is this nice pink type Barbie house from the 18th century here, and it's really weird inside because it's got like one room's like it's got like a willow pattern towel thing on the wall for the kitchen area. There's another room which is like a 360-degree wraparound big room with mirrors, so it looks like something out of the film Labyrinth. And yeah, so very interesting room. The downside is now I'm in the middle of a park, and if you can see up there, that doesn't look exactly the best type of weather. I can already feel it's starting to rain, even though I've just checked the weather forecast and it's supposed to not rain. And I actually don't have the umbrella with me that I borrowed. I left it in the apartment. So yeah, so it's gonna be like a deja vu day 2, where it's like, am I going to get completely soaked? And I think the answer might generally be yes. Stay tuned to find out. So I found the last one that, well, I thought was the second, wasn't actually. So the last one is actually this building here, which actually looks like some really run down type of church or something like that. As you can actually see, look at the cracks in the building. It looks like it's just being held together. Obviously you can see all the plasters coming off from the sides, and the brickwork is starting to be exposed here. So yeah, I mean, even the glass is really ugly. You can actually tell by the stars in it, the way it was produced. So yeah, but going inside is even weirder because there's like a whole chapel in there, which is made entirely of shells and all sorts of other aquatic remnants, and it kind of looks really weird. It kind of reminded me of Resident Evil Revelations, with all the sea baddies chasing you around and things like that. So it's all 4 houses have been a really different learning experience. So there's been different things in each one with its own unique history, and I can see why this is a challenge kind of to go around and see. I can actually just see briefly in the, if you have a quick look, actually the shell structures as well. And again, if we go around here, there's obviously, I don't know what this would have been for originally, but yeah, it's not the most fancy, but it's got a lot of history to it. It's got a lot more profile, this building. I quite like it. It's really cool. So we've done all 4 of these now, so I'm going to head back, have a look through the main palace. As you can tell, I'm not wet. It did start raining for a very small while, but it's actually stopped now, which I'm glad about. Otherwise I've had to make a detour to go and find an umbrella somewhere. So I'm going to crack on with the agenda, and yeah, so probably main palace and then definitely onto museums. Okay, so yeah, let's carry on the day. Onward. So I'm in one of the museum sections, and it's got this like psychedelic effect because they've got UV lights in the ceiling, and it's causing my corners to glow in an unusual colour. It's just really weird and psychedelic. It's like some weird Doctor Strange acid trip going on. So then you've got these weird mannequin things here, which is weird. But yeah, I like it. I like this one thing. Combining technology. Now this is STEAM in action. Science, technology, engineering, arts, and maths. Wow. This one. Yeah, it's amazing. I just love the psychedelic effect that you get when you go through this. So yeah, but yeah, I'm glad I came there. So yeah, it's a weird Doctor Strange room of art. So yeah. So now I'm actually in the centre of Munich, and I'm trying to find the 2 churches with the towers on them, which I've been told apparently because it's a very religious city, you can't build any other building in the city higher than those 2 towers. So I can hear the church bells ringing now, as you can maybe hear in the video. And what I'm doing is I'm going to try and find it and get some selfies and get some pictures of it. So yeah, let's follow them bells. So we made it to the church, but with it being Sunday, there's services going on inside, so you can't actually have a good look around, unfortunately, which is a shame, but understandable. Got to go in, just have a quick look at the back, which was quite nice. Obviously there's the spires, which I was telling you about earlier. So no building in Munich can be higher than those towers. Okay, but yeah, so it's quite amazing the clash between the old church and then all these new modern buildings around it. So it's very interesting. So I'm potentially going to try and see the other cathedral, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the World War I, World War II museum, because being a history buff, I've really got to go and see that, particularly with my history of going to World War II reenactments and things. So I'm going to go and try and find myself one and keep posted. Well, it's my last night here, and I'm feeling pretty sad. It's been a great couple of days, and with the Munich backdrop behind me, something makes me think I'd be happy to live here. It's like, yeah. I mean, I've had such a great time here, and yeah, so it's just been great. People here are so nice, so friendly, and they appreciate that I tried to speak German and then sometimes messed up, and they were like, yeah, we know what you're trying to do, but so yeah, I mean, yeah, great place to bring a telescope as well. But yeah, fly back tomorrow. Still got to pack, but it's been good. I've really enjoyed it. I want to come and Germany against him. So, but yeah, I love Germany. I think it's great, and I want to come in more and more. So yeah. All right. Tomorrow I'm planning to go to the Olympic Museum, the TV Tower, and maybe the BMW Museum. So yeah. And then probably my final entry of this will be when I'm at the airport. Doing like a whole reminisce of a trip. So yeah. But for the time being, I love it. It's like, look at the moon there in the background. I mean, like, yeah. Telescope time. Okay. See you guys soon. Yeah, I wish this German trip could have been a bit longer, but yeah. Okay. This is me signing off for now. Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, so this is day 3. I'm actually still in Munich, so technically it's like a long weekend because my flight back is only later this afternoon. So I'm now here in the Olympic Park. So you can see behind me the big radio tower. So it's similar to the one in Turin and in Berlin, and you can actually go up there. So we're going to actually have a look up there. But you can actually see the Olympic Park behind me. So we've got a nice little lake over there. So we're going to have a wander around. We're going to see what there is to see, and if we get a chance we're going to go to the Olympic Stadium as well, which if you see it, you can actually see it over there. So one of the big metal spires. So this was built for the Olympics in the 1970s, so should be a good day. Like I said, I'm going to be sad to leave because I've had a really good time the last couple of days here, and like I said, there's even little ducks and even some big koi carp swimming around in here as well. So yeah. So yeah. So I think I'm gonna have a wander around the park first, and then I'll see what we're gonna do. But yeah, I've got to definitely go up into the tower. All right. So catch you later, guys. Bye. Okay, so I've walked around the lake. I haven't done the tower yet, but I've come to the BMW museum, and it's like something out of Star Trek. It's like all the greys and the metals and everything. So yeah, it looks just really weird and futuristic, which is kind of cool. So yeah, so I'm gonna have a wander around here, see what's going on, and yeah, explore this strange Star Trek thing. And it's quite cool to come here because K-Pit actually have a collaboration with BMW when I was during my visit. So the fact I'll be able to have a look at some of this is really interesting. Okay. Plus the fact that you actually get to see cool ass cars like that. So, except that's a Rolls Royce, not a BMW, but never mind. But yeah, so I've got a feeling that this is going to be another interesting part of the trip. And I'm, like I said, was tempted whether or not to come here, but yeah, I thought still got some time to kill before my flight, so yeah, why not? So, gonna go explore. Alright. So here I am. Probably what is going to be the highlight of the trip is the top of the Olympic Tower, or the OTV Tower. So you can see you've got these magnificent views of Munich from here, and it's like 200 meters in the air. Just going up to the upper observation platform. Look at that, Munich in all its glory. I mean, probably one of the best €7 I've spent on this trip. So yeah, again, it's just amazing for what you can see. So the apartment blocks down there, and you can see the full image of the Olympic Stadium as well. So it's just absolutely amazing, and it's like, wow. I mean, I'm taken back by this. I mean, it's brilliant. I mean, just look at the views. So yeah, it's just absolutely amazing. Yeah, cool. Gonna spend a bit more time up here. Then unfortunately I'm gonna have to start heading back to the airport, unfortunately. So, but yeah, should have brought my binocular with me. So, should have brought my binocular with me. But, never mind. Another day. But yeah, what more time? Do like a Captain America Times Square, but top of the tower. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the view. So you can too. So this is a different video. This is a walk around from the top of the tower, so you can actually see the full 360 degrees of Munich. It's like absolutely amazing. Can't do the whole. So when I was up in the tower, I actually saw this bit down here, which actually gives you a really nice view of the whole scene. So you've got the Olympic Stadium, the tower, BMW site, and everything. So it's a really nice place to come, so you can get a very good panoramic view of the area. So yeah, so now I'm on the way back down to the car park. So getting a lot of steps in today as well. But on reflection, which of the 3 days was the best? I don't know. There was the day one, going around the castle, going to the Austrian border, around the lake, which was absolutely beautiful. There was day two, which was the palace, for looking for all the different houses and things, and then all the museums afterwards with the nice psychedelic artwork and so on. And then there is today with all this, the Olympic Stadium and the tower and everything. Probably the best point of each day, probably day one would have been probably the hike. The castles were nice, but the hike is really good. Day two definitely would have been searching for those little houses, and day three had to have been the tower. So out of all of them, I don't know. I'm edging towards the tower, but then maybe that's just because I've just done it. But you get a bit of an adrenaline surge when you're up there because of the wind and everything. So yeah. So probably today, maybe. If not, maybe day one. Day two was okay, but yeah, they've all been good. But yeah, I think it's. Day three might just edge it because that was one of the things I was told to go and do when I was at my business trip. They said going up there will be the best thing that you do, and yeah, they were kind of right. But again, also just to see this as well, just to see the Olympic Stadium and everything else as well, and it's nice to see this still being used. Okay. I'll probably do one final entry when I'm at the airport to do like a kind of reflection on what I benefited from this trip, because it's not just been a business trip with a few days holiday thrown in, it's been a really good learning experience as well. So I'm going to have a contemplate on that while I'm going to the airport, and then I'll do the final entry for this Munich vlog even. See you soon. Okay, so I'm through security, through immigration, and now enjoying a beer in the departure lounge. So I started to do a reflection on this, on the trip, and yeah, so I think some of the big learning things for me have been the fact that I've managed to come here, being able to confidently drive a car with a gear lever this time instead of the normal American ones, which are usually automatics. I've driven in Germany, I've improved my German massively, I've learned a lot of new words like Straße, I didn't know Main Street, and things like that. In addition to that, I've also again shown I can go shopping, I can handle myself in Germany. And I've actually used the public transport system on my own, because in my other trips to Germany I've always been driven around, or it was always within walking distance, so it's been a very good learning curve for me. I think this has been a really beneficial trip, both for business and my personal life, and like I said, I'm just going to be sad to go, but like I said, almost there. You can see the gate, plane will arrive there in about an hour or so. But yeah, I mean, driving, public transport, just improving my German in general, and again, sorry, getting a bit teary, yeah, just showing I can do it. So, hopefully come back soon. There's other things I would have liked to have done on this trip, but didn't get the chance to, so yeah, unfortunately gonna have to come again later in the summer, isn't that sad? So yeah, but yeah, so I'm gonna finish this video vlog, or vlog of this trip now. Like I said, I think it's been really beneficial to me, and while I'm waiting for my plane, I'm gonna try and get back into work mode and get through some emails that I've missed, and also prepare for my exam boards that I've got in the coming weeks. Okay, take care, auf Wiedersehen, tschüss, and see you soon. Bye bye. So it's been a couple of weeks since Munich, and I want to try and get more of a feel for German, and it suddenly hit me that one of my colleagues is learning German as well, and what they do is they listen to audiobooks like the Harry Potter series, but they listen to them in German. So I was thinking, why? Because I listen to stuff when I'm working. Like I said, I've got Stargate on here in the background when I'm doing some work because I have to have noise. So I was thinking, taking a hint from my colleague, it's like, why don't I listen to it in German? And this is just so brilliant because look at it. So if I go to here, like I just turned it up, but yeah. And like I said, because I've got a videographic memory, I can actually understand what they're saying because I've watched the English version so much. So, so yeah, it's great. I love it.
Nein, noch nicht.
But yeah.
Geben Sie Ihren Code ein.
Yes. But yeah, it's just great.
Ich empfange Lieutenant Ford's code.
So I'm gonna listen to this, and hopefully this will help me improve my German. Because like I said, I've got my German qualification exam in December, so hopefully this will help with it. So, like I said, being immersed in that culture was so good, and like I said, by listening to this, it was actually a fluke. I was actually typing something, and I was pressing something on the keyboard, and it just suddenly changed the language. So I was like, this is cool. I need to figure out how to do this. But yeah, so this is me trying to get more experience of German. So yeah. So hopefully I'll be better at this. Take care, guys. See you soon, and bye bye.